Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We're doing just a real basic essential oils 101 class here. What are essential oils? How do we use them? I'm going to be using the Young Living Premium Starter Kit as my jumping off point here. It's just a really excellent way to get a large variety of oils so you can sample a lot, and it comes with this great diffuser that I've got going here in the background. So a dozen oils, we'll talk about those. Afterwards, I'm gonna open it up to questions, but if you do have a question while I'm talking, please do not sit on that. Just go ahead and type it into the chat. Carissa is right here. She is going to be answering your questions as they come up, and then we'll talk more informally when I close. We just thought to respect everyone's time, best to just keep a 30-minute presentation here, or maybe even a little less. I'm gonna try to really honor that, and then we'll have more informal chat time after. So what are essential oils and how do we use them? Well, essential oils have been around for thousands of years. Way back when, before we had modern medicine, this was your go-to, not just for, supporting your overall health, but if you were sick, they would use these medicinal plants to help people get healthy again. Obviously, in this day and age, we have a lot more tools in the toolbox, and certainly nothing that I'm going to say tonight should override anything from your doctor. I mean, I'm just going to talk about my own personal experiences here, but I have used essential oils and diet and a couple supplements to successfully get myself off thyroid medication. I've had hypothyroidism for probably 15 years, and I have been off of medication for almost 2, with my levels just staying constant enough that I don't have to take the pill that was making my hair fall out anymore. So for me, these have been a game changer. I'm definitely a huge fan of essential oils. And why Young Living essential oils? Well, Young Living has been around since 1994, so we're getting close to 30 years in the business. And they have something that they like to call seed to seal. So you'll see it everywhere. So it's like on the front of the premium starter kit when you get that. And basically what that means is that they control every part of the process, from the little seed that goes into the ground to when you first get your essential oil in the mail and you break that seal when you open the bottle. So they either own the farms where the plants are grown, or they partner with the farmers, and they do this all around the world because different things grow in different, parts of the world. And then they distill the oils, bottle them, and ship them out to my customers. So very little work on my part to get these products into your home, and I truly believe they are the best. So how do we use them? Well, we can use them one of 3 ways. We can either inhale them aromatically, like I'm doing right now with the diffuser, and when we do that, they're actually crossing our blood-brain barrier within 2 to 3 seconds, stimulating the limbic system, which is the controller of your emotions, your hormones, so many things. So if I'm having a stressful moment, I can just reach for my Valor. I reach for my Valor all the time. Inhale that, and within a couple of seconds, I'm just feeling a lot more peace, calm, all the things that I was seeking from that. You can also use essential oils topically. So one that I would definitely recommend for that is Thieves. So Thieves is actually how I got started in Young Living. It's a blend of eucalyptus, lemon, clove, rosemary, and cinnamon that's known combination to be antibacterial, antiviral, just really huge immune support. And I had a winter where I was just, nothing was working. I kept getting sick. And my coworker, Raynette, turned me on to Thieves. I ordered my starter kit not long after that, and I've just never looked back. So if you're going to apply essential oil topically, within 2 to 3 minutes, that's going to be in your bloodstream, and within 20 minutes, it's going to be in every cell of your body. So I don't know anything else that works like that. And the reason is because these are just like nanoparticles. They're just so small. That's why when it comes out of the diffuser, it can cross the blood-brain barrier. It's why it's going to go into your system when you apply it topically and just spread throughout your body. The other huge benefit is that you metabolize them completely, which if I had been using like an over-the-counter cough and cold medicine instead of the Thieves when I was so sick, would definitely not have been the case. But because I was using the essential oil, I broke it down and used all parts of it. And that's a wonderful thing when you think about how many medications we take that have a lot of side effects and, stabilizing products in them and all those types of things. So this way works really well for me. You can also ingest essential oils internally, and you can't do that with just any essential oil, but Young Living did take the time and the trouble. I'm gonna hold this up here to label their products with the Vitality line. So hopefully you can see that. And what that means is that they got FDA approval that it is safe for ingestion. And I have seen lemon essential oil in the market where when you flip over the back, it says, do not ingest. What does that mean? I mean, I could eat a lemon, I could put a lemon rind in my water or whatever if I wanted to. So if I'm using a lemon essential oil and I am inhaling it, but it is not safe for ingestion, that's a huge red flag for me, especially because when you think about it, even when you're inhaling something, you are ingesting it. So if you're still using Glade plugins or scented candles, let that be a thought point for you that all those chemicals that they use to make those fragrances are being ingested into your system one way or another. So anyway, with the Vitality line, this is the same lemon oil in this little teeny bottle of lemon Vitality that's in this big 15 milliliter bottle of lemon oil. Exact same oil, but the FDA only allows us to label it one way. So this would be the line. Anything that you see that is a Vitality with that white label is safe for ingestion. So that's actually also true for the Thieves. So you can, if you're feeling sick, you can put a drop of that in your tea, just help you to feel a whole lot better. Okay, so now let's just quickly kind of go through what is in the starter bundle. I'll just talk a little bit about what all these various oils can do for you. Obviously, there's a lot more oils out there, but these 12 are a great place to get started. So the first one we're going to talk about is lavender, because lavender is the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. I mean, it's so good for sleep, for relaxation. If you've got like a minor cut or a burn, you need a little drop of lavender on that. It's just hugely versatile. So lavender is, I don't carry a lot of essential oils in my purse, but lavender is one of the ones that I do carry in my purse. I pretty much have it with me at all times. Valor is another one because I get a little stressed and Valor really helps. Another one that comes in your starter bundle is peppermint. Peppermint, so great for digestion, so great for hot flashes if you are unfortunate enough to experience those, or like if you had a fever or it's just a hot day and you want to cool down. And because I am in my 50s, I have taken my bottle of peppermint and I actually changed out the top and put a roller cap on it so that I can just rub it right on the back of my neck, and it's like instant cooling. If you had a child with a fever, or it was like a really hot day and someone was just not feeling well, I would do it around the tummy area, like around the belly button, but it just instantly kind of cools you down. So lavender is really great. We already talked about the lemon, which you do get, and you could put a drop in water or diffuse it. It's such an uplifting, happy scent. But the three together, lavender, lemon, and peppermint, let's see if I can actually hold them up together, is what we call our allergy trio. And after all the rain that we have had, isn't it great to have something to naturally address allergies? So these three oils together, like maybe 3 drops of each in the diffuser, or you could make a roller, would just really help with allergies. I know I made my mom a roller and she said it helped a ton. Also, you get Citrus Fresh, which is a citrus blend. It's got tangerine, it's got a little peppermint in there. That's one that's excellent to put a drop of in your water. It's a key part of something that we call the lymphatic detox, which was pretty life-changing for me. If you haven't already heard me talk about it, I have another YouTube video, or I'm happy to teach a class on the lymphatic cleanse, and Citrus Fresh is part of that. And then of course Thieves, which is huge. In addition, you get a bottle of frankincense, and frankincense is another one of those ones that just sort of like Valor, it just really helps calm me down. Like frankincense and lavender in the diffuser for sleep, so great. Also huge support for your immune system if you're feeling sick. Thieves and frankincense together for, applying topically, especially to the bottoms of your feet, because you have really large pores on the bottoms of your feet. So it just really helps get things into your system quickly. Helps to fight when you're having any kind of infection. So I diffused a ton of Thieves and a ton of frankincense when my son had COVID recently, and I think it helped. He got better really fast. Another great one for sickness is this one Raven that comes in there. You'll see it's got a really big puffy cap. If you look at the size of the cap compared of Raven to Thieves, that's because we consider it a hot oil, so something that you would probably want to dilute if you were going to apply topically. I think the ratio is about 50-50. But Thieves and Raven in the diffuser, huge for respiratory support. So the Thieves is going to be for overall getting you better, and then the Raven for respiratory very specifically. Okay, also Valor is in there, and I know that I've already mentioned Valor, but I could talk about Valor for well over half an hour. So I'm just going to say that that's a really, really good oil to try. Just Valor and lavender for sleep, just Valor for sleep, Valor for so many things. So you definitely want to try that one. Oh, also Stress Away. So Stress Away is another one of my favorites, and actually diffusing frankincense and Stress Away together is with, like, I'll put orange oil, which doesn't come in the kit, but you could maybe try the lemon. But Stress Away, frankincense together in the diffuser, it's a game changer. It's just really relaxing, and it smells amazing. So Stress Away is a really great combination. Another great blend is Peace and Calming. That one comes in there. So Peace and Calming is my son Ford's favorite oil. That he goes through it a little too quickly, but Peace and Calming makes a huge difference to him. And I've actually made a roller for him and for a lot of my friends that is a pretty strong roller where I'll do 20 drops each of Peace and Calming, Valor, and lavender, and then fill it with carrier oil and just put that in a little roller bottle. And applying that topically is just really relaxing. So if I'm traveling and I'm not going to be taking my diffuser with me, I'm either taking a straight Valor in a roller, or I'm taking that particular blend because it's just really great. Rub it up and down the back of your neck, helps relax you. Then a couple others that we haven't talked about yet, just two. One of them is Panaway. Panaway is another one with that really big puffy cap because they consider it a hot oil. And that one, actually they recommend diluting 20-80 ratio. So not 50-50 like the Raven where you'd be, putting a couple of drops of the oil and then just a couple equal amount drops of a carrier oil, which is any fatty oil. I mean, it could be olive oil, but typically I use almond oil or coconut oil or something along those lines. But the Panaway, they say, 2 drops to 8 drops of the carrier oil because it's pretty potent. And it's like wintergreen, helichrysum. I don't remember all the things that are in there, but it's basically for increasing your circulation, reducing inflammation, and helping with pain. So a lot of people will take Panaway as like an after workout type oil, or put a couple of drops in Epsom salts and then in a bath to soak after your muscles are really sore. The last oil we're gonna talk about is one that I use. It comes with me in my purse. I use this oil all the time, and it does not smell lovely. It is called DiGize. As you can see, it has got the white Vitality label, and I have never been brave enough to actually ingest this, although people do swear by putting a drop on your tongue when you have an upset stomach. This is for digestion, which is a huge issue for me, and DiGize makes you feel better. So it's actually the one that I have right now that has the roller cap is in my purse right now, but I will take DiGize, I will rub it on my chest if I am having heartburn. I will rub it around my stomach if I have nausea or an upset stomach. We were in Mexico and my son ate something that didn't agree with him, and he felt very ill, like he might throw up, and he was laying down, and I just said, let me just put some of the DiGize on you. Within 30 minutes, he felt fine. So that's a little bit of a miracle oil, but I'll never forget when I signed up my sister and she got her starter bundle in the mail, and she opened it up and she was just smelling all the oils, and she texted me and was like, what is this? It smells terrible. Well, what it is the most potent parts of those plants that are going to make you feel better. So it doesn't smell great, but it is a therapeutic essential oil that I use all the time. And I'm glad it's part of this kit, because I probably would never have just chosen to buy it on my own. But I've come to love DiGize. So all these oils that I've been showing you, like this little lemon, are the 5 milliliter size. Great way to get started. Whenever you reorder anything, if it's available in a 15 milliliter, I recommend getting the 15 milliliter. It's 3 times the oil, obviously. 5 times 3 is 15, and it's usually about twice the price. I mean, things like that vary, but it's a good way as far as when you're reordering something. And that leads me to the other thing that I want to say, which is that, I think that the premium starter kit is the way to go, because you get a dozen oils and a diffuser and a couple other little goodies that I'm going to talk about for a great price. That said, if you do not want to do that, you don't have to. But if you are just going to get a few oils to get started, I recommend getting the 15 milliliter size. That's my 15 milliliter of lavender, because it is just a little bit more bang for your buck. So when you first get your starter kit in the mail, it is going to come in a little sleeve that you take off. And then you open the box, and I'm just gonna briefly say this because I want you to see what else is in here. I already took out the oils because we were gonna be talking about them, but those are on the top. You need to take those out and open this little magic caboodle at the bottom, because you have some samples of other things. You have 2 roller caps. So like, I would recommend putting it on the DiGize and something else. I don't know that I would go for the Panaway, because you really should dilute the Panaway. I chose the peppermint for mine, and I've been really happy with that, but you can just save them. But these roller caps, you can exchange for the one that you use right now to drop it, where you would drop it into a glass of water or your diffuser or anything like that. It also has some sample packets. They always do a little sample of Thieves. It might be these little hand sanitizer sachets, or maybe a small travel size hand sanitizer. I love that hand sanitizer. It doesn't dry out your hands. It actually uses peppermint oil, but it is labeled the same as Purell, kills 99.9% of germs. So way better way to sanitize your hands, in my opinion. And then there might be a sachet of the Thieves household cleaner that you dilute, or this little spray. Well, this spray is just excellent for taking out and about with you if you have young kids. So great, shopping cart handles, toys. Because as you know, Thieves oil is a Vitality oil, so it's actually safe to ingest. So although we wouldn't want you to ingest the Thieves cleaner, like spraying it on toys that a young child is chewing on, totally fine. It actually, on the Thieves Household Cleaner bottle that I have, the poison control information is actually drink more water if you accidentally ingest this. It's not get your butt to a hospital right away. So that is cleaner that we use. And again, I have another YouTube video or happy to teach a class on the Thieves cleaning line if anyone is interested. The last thing that is in the bottom is 2 packets of the Ningxia Red Wolfberry drink. So this is a goji berry drink. They puree the whole fruit, add essential oils, a lot of other things in there. It's huge antioxidant health support. I'm actually teaching another class just on the Ningxia and a couple of supplements next Thursday. Would love for you to join me for that if you can. So we're gonna delve into that a lot more, but you do get a couple that you can try when you get the starter bundle. There'll be a couple other things in there as well, like a product guide, so you can go through and look at all the different essential oils, a little booklet on getting started. And then of course, Carissa and I are here for you if you have any questions ever. We're just a phone call, text, or email away, whatever your preferred method of communication is. And just really excited to see everyone get started on this. It's been life-changing for me. I love my oils. They help me with so many things outside of thyroid. Sleep would probably be the thing that comes most to mind, and also balancing my hormones, which is a huge issue for me at this point in my life. But I feel like I'm really got a lot of strong support for that. So at this point, we're gonna open it up for questions. We want it to be informal. Carissa, please, if you see anything that's major there in the chat, let's start with that.